This is Spotify, and 320 million people open it every day to listen to Drake, probably. And this is the shuffle button. Turn it on and you can too get that beautiful feeling when Britney Spears plays next to Cannibal Corpse. The flow of artists and songs, so unexpected, so random. But is it really? So let's make an experiment. I created a playlist with 100 songs from 10 different artists from different genres. I turned on shuffle mode in Spotify and I written down every single artist that came up and the order in which they came up. And on the top you'll see the same thing but made with a random number generator, so completely random. But you see there is something weird here. In the random generation you see these clusters of songs from the same artist that play one next to the other. There is an NSYNC cluster here, a Tom Misch cluster there. Did my random number generator have a 90s teen pop phase? So you can see that even though this is just a small sample, the two seem to behave in a different way. It's almost like the Spotify shuffle button is trying too hard to be random. But if that's the case, why? Why go to great lengths to create a system that looks random when you can just play songs in a casual order? And it turns out that's what they did in the beginning. When Spotify opened its doors, the shuffle button was, well, a shuffle button. There was a number generator that generated a random number, the number gets assigned to the song, and the song just plays. Totally, completely, 100% random. But after a while, Spotify started to get complaints from customers saying, "Hey Spotify, I have a problem, I'm on shuffle and I keep hearing the same artist again and again. And it's Nickelback." Just kidding, I actually like Nickelback. And the people at Spotify were scratching their heads and saying, "Guys, this is a random button, what do you want from us?" What happened here has to do with the human mind, and specifically the fact that humans suck at dealing with randomness. So let me give you an example. I've been to the casino a few times, except that time they didn't let me in Monte Carlo because I had a rip in my jeans, but whatever. And every time I go to a casino, I'm like, I've studied statistics. You guys have nothing on me. Anyway, when I'm at the casino, my favorite game is the roulette. And I remember one time, I'm at the table and the red cell starts to come up again and again. Throw the ball, red cell. Throw the ball, red cell. Throw the ball, red cell. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 times. And the more it went on, the more I felt the urge to put some money on black. There's been 7 reds. The chances of having another red are so small. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a human sucking at randomness. Because in reality, the chance of getting red or black, it's always the same. And this is the same thing that happened to the people complaining at Spotify. They heard Nickelback 10 times already, and then they clicked that next song button and... And this beautiful thing is called the gambler's fallacy. Believing that a certain random event is less or more likely to happen based on the outcome of previous events. And Spotify was not the only one that had to deal with this problem. You might remember a guy who loved black sweaters, also wanted to do something with music.
You know, we've gotten a lot of people that say our shuffle's not random. Well, it really is random. But sometimes random means you've got 2 songs from the same artist next to each other. So what we've added is Smart Shuffle to actually make it less random.
But so if the shuffle button is not random, what is it? Like, how does it work? And so I embarked on a quest to discover the truth. What Spotify doesn't want to tell us. What they're hiding from us. Their holy algorithm so secretive that, yeah, they told us. It's literally on their blog. And so here is how the Spotify shuffle button really works. You take songs from each artist and spread them across the playlist. Add 20-30% variability to the spread, add a random offset at the beginning for each artist, put everything together, and boom! You have a queue that spreads all the artists around, making it seem super random. So this whole story about shuffle buttons and stupid humans made me think. From the biggest company to the smallest startup, there's always the choice that seems obvious. Stuff that seems like it's not even worth discussing. How should a random button work? Just randomize it. But this is the difference between mediocre and great products. The ones that are gonna make millions of users happy and they're gonna make billions of dollars in revenue. You can only win if you're able to listen to the people that use your product. And if you think you already know everything that there is to know about what you want to create, then you're already destined for failure. Because at the end of the month, when a person has to decide whether to stay subscribed to Spotify or choose something else, they will probably not realize why, but they will know that when they were driving back from work and listening to that shuffle playlist, it was just better. Scale that to the size of Spotify, and something as small as how a button works can really be worth billions of dollars. As the founder of Firefox once said, the next big thing is the one that makes the last big thing usable. If you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're not convinced yet, here is another one that you might enjoy.